Have you ever felt like you're spiraling, overthinking, worrying about things you can't control, constantly comparing yourself to others online, feeling overwhelmed by life itself? You're not alone. In fact, millions of young people, especially Gen Z, are quietly turning to something ancient, something powerful, a 2,000-year-old philosophy called Stoicism. But why? And how is the ancient wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus helping today's generation find peace, purpose, and emotional strength? Let's explore. In a world where social media controls attention, mental health issues are rising, and life feels chaotic and uncertain, many are turning away from trends and toward timeless truths. Stoicism isn't about being emotionless. It's about mastering your emotions. It's not about giving up. It's about letting go of what you can't control. So, what exactly is Stoicism? Stoicism is a school of philosophy that started in ancient Greece and became popular in Rome. Its main message is simple: focus on what you can control, accept what you can't, and live with wisdom and virtue. The most famous Stoics include Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who wrote the book Meditations; Seneca, a wealthy advisor who spoke deeply about time and the shortness of life; and Epictetus, a former slave who taught that suffering doesn't come from events, but from how we interpret them. They all believed one thing: happiness doesn't come from external success, but from how we think and how we react. Now here's the surprising part. Why are so many young Americans raised in the digital age of TikTok and Instagram getting obsessed with Stoic philosophy? There are a few reasons. First, mental health. With anxiety, burnout, and depression affecting more young people than ever, Stoicism gives practical tools, not empty advice. It helps people deal with emotional storms with calm and reason. Instead of saying, "Just be happy," Stoicism says, "You are not disturbed by events, but by your thoughts about them." That changes everything. Second, control. In an uncertain world filled with pandemics, inflation, and global conflict, people feel powerless. Stoicism brings the focus inward. It reminds us we can't control the world, but we can control our reactions, and that creates peace in the middle of the storm. Third, it rejects fake positivity. Gen Z is done with toxic positivity. Stoicism doesn't tell you to smile through pain. It teaches you to face it, understand it, and grow stronger from it. This honesty is refreshing in a world full of filters and fake motivation. Stoicism is also exploding on social media. TikTokers share Marcus Aurelius quotes over calm music. YouTubers talk about their Stoic morning routines. Instagram pages post daily wisdom from Seneca. Even podcasts are filled with How to Think Like a Stoic episodes. Apps like the Daily Stoic and Stoic Meditations are among the most downloaded. Stoic books are climbing Amazon's bestseller lists. In a world full of shallow content, Stoicism offers depth. But how are people actually using Stoicism in daily life? Let's look at 4 Stoic habits that are changing lives. First, journaling. Just like Marcus Aurelius, modern Stoics write down their thoughts every morning or night. Not for likes, but to reflect, gain perspective, and build mental clarity. Second, negative visualization. This sounds odd, but it's powerful. People imagine the worst-case scenario, not to scare themselves, but to become mentally strong and appreciate what they have now. Third, voluntary discomfort. Some take cold showers, fast, or go a day without their phone. Not to suffer, but to train themselves to be less controlled by comfort. Fourth, reflection. At the start of the day, Stoics ask, "What can I control today?" And before bed, "Did I act according to my values?" These simple questions change how you live. So what's the big idea behind all of this? Freedom. Not freedom from society, but freedom from your own emotional chaos. Freedom from anxiety, fear, comparison, and distraction. Stoicism offers that inner freedom by teaching you to control your response to life. And maybe that's what this generation is really searching for. Not more stuff, not more attention, but peace, stillness, clarity. So next time you feel overwhelmed or anxious or lost in thought, remember this quote from Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This is Stoicism, not just a philosophy, a way to live, a quiet revolution for a generation that wants to think deeper, feel clearer, and live with purpose. Start today, one small Stoic habit at a time. Read one quote, reflect before you scroll, let go of what you can't control. Take back your mind, because the world is loud, but your mind doesn't have to be.